Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 12 of my Kroq-Gar Campaign. I've got 99 problems and they're all Greenskin armies because I've got so friggin' many of them. So, we've got a problem with Grimgor, and that is there's a loss of him everywhere, and I kind of feel like I need to deal with it. Because at some point, Grimgor would have declared, he already had declared war on me, but if he hadn't, he still would have at some point. Yes, so gonna have to deal with this before I can then head over and try and conquer Lustria, because apparently that's my victory condition. Holy shit, really? Really? Okay, fine. Fine. Do we have another Hand of the Gods? What do I need to do? Stone marker. Oh, yes. Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that, just not right now. So last time I was in ambush stance. I'm going to see if we can draw in some of these Greenskin armies and jump all over them, and then hopefully try and take some of these settlements for our own, or at least sack them and get the money, and then build up our provinces back home. That's the plan. I'm also sending Lucky Charms north to try and link up with some of our, well, I say some of our allies, I mean some of our potential allies in the north. They'll probably be friends with us once they know what we're doing to the Greenskins. But first, I need to lock down the Greenskins and actually fight them. And in the mountains, they're going to be faster than me, and that's going to cause some issues. So I'm going to have to be careful. I might have to try and take Death Gorge, maybe. The other issue is that the Tomb Kings tend to like any faction that's very strong. Unfortunately, Grimgor is, of course, very strong, and if I'm fighting Grimgor, that's going to piss Cetra off, which means Cetra might decide to declare war on me as well, which means I might be fighting... Oh dear, the Sword of Cain has been claimed again, never mind. Means it might, you know, cause additional problems. I'm going to... You can scout... I don't know if Queek's around here. Queek has been fighting off the Greenskins, but he's a little bit... If anything, I kind of feel like Queek is an ally at them. It's probably not how I should feel, but that's kind of how I do. Public order here is bad. If I could grab Karak Asgal, then that could help. Okay, let's... I don't want to take attrition. Looks like I'll be taking attrition anyway. Let's... Okay, well... Yeah, it's going to be tough fighting in these mountains. It's not exactly the type of terrain I would prefer to be fighting in, but I need to flush the Greenskins out. I need to do some damage to them. I need to find friends. The Dwarfs are still alive, as is Clan Angrund. How long for? I don't know. At this rate, not much longer. To be honest, I'm amazed they've held out. It's both Ungrim and Thorgrim that are both holding out. Every other dwarf faction, it looks like, has been wiped out, apart from the dwarves that start right down next to me. They seem okay, but every other dwarf is dead. I know, so Karak Ziflin's still around. And Karak Norn, although they have just declared war on the Greenskins, so... Don't know how that's going to go for them. Okay. 4 giants. Do you need 4 giants? Is that necessary, do we think? I don't think it is, but apparently we're going with that. Right. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of fight here. We're going to see the Bastiliadon with the solar engine. in action. That's very exciting. What we got? Orc Boy Biggins, some of those. Yes, it's not going to be the easiest to deal with, but we're going to be fine. Okay, here we go. What is sure to be the first of many battles against the Greenskins. Kicking off with a little bombing run there from I don't know, what do I call this? I should probably give them a squadron name, shouldn't I? That'd be pretty good. Led by Cheerios and Milk. That classic comedy duo. Solar Engine doing its stuff there. Already killed 19. Leaving big patches of whatever the hell that is. All good stuff. We've got the Horned Ones on the right flank. And rest of the forces taking up position. We've got the Skinks on the left flank. There's a lot of Giants on the left flank. There's 4 of the buggers. We don't really... maybe I should get some Temple Guard to deal with that kind of thing. They do have a Rock Lobber. And we've got Cheerios and his Pterodons moving in to try and deal with that. The Horned Ones are prepping on the flank for a little attack. And there they go. We've got a unit of Orc Boy Biggins, and the Horned Ones with the banner are going to charge them. Oof, brutal. And as you can see, their melee attack and defense is 0, although they will get some attack from the charge. And a bigger unit being engaged over there. Matilda is moving over to assist with the Horned Ones, just to give them a little backup. Kroq-Gar is mauling some Orc Biggins. They may be anti-large, but they're not anti-dinosaur. And the enemy big boss gets jumped on by... oh, so simple. Saurus and Orc warriors clashing there. That's pretty good. And we've got a big problem over here. A giant problem, you could say, because there's 3 of them. And the Skinks are doing their best, but their missile damage isn't very good. And the Kroq-Gar's not... they're taking a lot of damage from that giant. Pterodons having dealt with the Rock Lobber, now chasing down some of the Orc Biggins. Horned Ones hunting down... I mean, the Orc Biggins do a lot of damage to our Horned Ones, but then obviously, you know, with 0 melee attack and defense, they then get cut to pieces. So the Horned Ones doing actually pretty effectively against that cavalry. And we've definitely got the advantage here. You can see lots of Greenskins now fleeing off into the distance. Just the Giants really hanging on. The Kroq-Gars took quite a beating there. The Skinks finally riddle him with blow darts. Oh, so simple. And Kroq-Gar charging in to finish off the Giants. And the Solar Engine just helping out there. Just a little bit. And the rest of the Greenskin army now fleeing off into the distance. All of them shattered and broken. And I think that went quite well. The Horned Ones took quite a bit of damage, and the Kroq-Gars did, but other than that, that missed. Good fight. I think it's fair to say the Giants are the main problem there. But not too much of a problem. The Kroq-Gars took a bit of a beating, though. Bad engagement for them. Let's sack it, because who doesn't want some cash? To be honest, I think we can probably just occupy it. Let's repair that, knock that down. And replenishment is actually looking pretty good, not too bad. Let's get... I mean, Kroq-Gar is already quite a nasty fighter, so I don't think... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Swift Rider. I like the horned ones. I think they did well against the big uns, despite the fact that big uns are supposed to be good against killing large units. They pretty much mince them quite convincingly, so fairly happy with that. Right, so we've got some cash. Could upgrade that. If I... Let's...
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oath Gold.
Why can't I trade with you? Oh, because... Yeah. Can I trade with anyone? No. Literally no one. So I don't think spices are probably that much of a concern right this moment. So let's get the meat storage hall, because that's good for growth and also for replenishment. I do need a stone marker. I could always get rid of it later. So let's build that there, because I do need one for that quest, so we'll do that. Let's get some more money coming in, because then we can recruit some more units if we need to. Let's move you through the mountains. We'll do a little scout here. I think there's probably... No, Skaven are there. It's Mika. Okay, you can be a specialist. You can be a specialist. Okay, well, it looks like Clan Modz is continuing to hold out, which actually kind of works out for me.
Do not bore me, thing. I'll take head spine for my trophy rack.
Look, I know you've got an aversion. I know I've been trespassing. I know I may have done some hero actions, but I feel like together we might stand a Queek. I need you on my team, basically, is what I'm saying here. The Greenskins, actually, their strength rank 12, they've dropped considerably. So maybe they're struggling, although it doesn't look like they really are struggling. Okay. So I'm going to continue to just push them. Raid, take their settlements, do all that kind of stuff. Might end up having to fight Queek as well. But to be honest, I'm surprised Queek's holding his own. Well, you know, he was. Ooh, hello. Sacrifice to Chotek. Bless Cyrus warriors with shields. That sounds right up my alley. Let's go and see if we can find Thorgrim. Yeah, we're probably going to lose... Misty Mountain simply because public order is just bad. Well, it is mostly due to Skaven corruption, which is dropping now. So might actually not be that bad. I mean, where's Death Gorge? Death Gorge is down there. If I can grab Karak Asgol. That does have a gem mine in it, which would be nice to have because gems give me 600 monies. which is nice. Steel technology. Sure. Should do it. Be a specialist. Moving you north, heading towards Dringol. That one. I don't really care about Spike. I would like to try. I would like to try and keep Misty Mountain simply because it's. If I can take that territory, it does mean Librus is Lamia even is safe. Just gives me some. I'm a little bit concerned about this. If Queek declares war on me, he might decide to come and try and take on me rather than Grimgor. So I might have to put Queek down. Potentially. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's not good. I don't think Cholai Konkan can probably take that army on because that's quite a few Black Orcs in that army. I don't think he can deal with Black Orcs. Born Killers. Attack rather than defend. Let's go with melee attack. We have a lot of weapon strength, so let's, use that to our advantage. Smash down that. Sack it. And then occupy. If I just head back here, maybe try a little, just hide for the moment. Now again, we don't want this, so we'll knock that down. We don't really care. We're going to leave it to rebel. Oh, so simple. Let's give you Blade Shield, because a little bit more melee defense. Can't go amiss. Cheerios and milk. Let's give you Replenish Troops. And Crunchy Nuts. Scouting. Do a little bit of scouting. Okay, so this army here. It is quite beaten up. But I feel like it can probably fairly easily take on... They've just got so much armour, and I just don't feel like the Saurus armour piercing of 20. Yeah. It's not a fight I really want them to be in. I mean, I feel like these guys probably be okay. They'd hold the line for long enough for us to... for my dinosaurs to jump up and down on those Black Orcs and kill them. I want Karak Asgul. And Death Gorge. Well, there's Azhag. A lot of the Greenskins armies are quite beaten up. They've been doing a lot of fighting. Can we do anything with this? Can we block him? Failure. Okay, we do have some money though. We could upgrade that. Potentially get some more money in there. I'm tempted to knock that down. I'm going to knock that down. Do I have one of these? Yes. Okay, I'm going to knock that down as well. Yes. Is that what I'm doing? What am I going to replace it with? Right, Kroq-Gar Labour District, definitely. Maybe a lodestone? Just give us as much money as possible. Oh, I can't do that. I could get the geomantic pylon. And a Crimson Pyramid of Sotek income from post-battle loot plus 6% would be quite nice as well. So I think I'll aim for doing something like that. Good. Okay. I'm not too worried about these beastmen at the moment because I'm not overly attached to any of these settlements. I'm basically just trying to give the Greenskins a bit of a bloody nose. Try and pull some of them southward. Give some of the AI factions a chance to rebuild and hopefully take him on. Although, no mind, like, they'll probably peace out and then just ignore him. That tends to be what happens. Came for Spike Peak, are you? I mean, by all means, kill Greenskins. Rite of Awakening, Hand of God, quest successful, excellent. Lord Mazdamundi wishes to grant Kroq-Gar use of a revered artifact, the Hand of the Gods. Kroq-Gar's service to lizard kind is beyond counting, yet the Saurus must still prove himself worthy of the mantle and ensure his own thoughts align with Mazdamundi's xenophobic interpretation of the Great Plan. A few leagues from Hexotl, the city of Sun, elven servants of Ulthuan interfere with the fallen gates and ancient portal of the Old Ones. Their intention may be honourable, but they cannot be allowed to tamper with the mechanisms far beyond their limited understanding. The Asur must be stopped before their meddling summons something far more dangerous. Kroq-Gar stands ready, but Mazdamundi counsels that a larger cohort is needed to face the elves. So we need to maintain 34 units. Is it 34? Yeah, currently got 31. Can I take you? What do I think?
I'd rather eat a squeak.
They do have poison attacks, which reduces my armor piercing by 20%. So, yeah. I just don't feel confident. I don't feel confident about it. All this attrition is a sodding nightmare. Right, let's. Do I just go for it? Hell and high water. Fuck it. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. I don't know if this is a good idea, but screw it. Chill like on Khan. Do or die. Come on, Cholai Con Khan, show us what you got. It's not a big army. They do have some Black Orcs. I was a bit nervous about going into this fight. It's fair to say, despite the fact that we, you know, outnumber them quite heavily. To be honest, looking at that, I probably shouldn't have been worried. But the auto-resolve didn't look particularly good, did it? So, However, we do have some skink cohorts with javelins and black orcs who don't have shields. Mind you, the problem is that the missile damage is actually quite low on these javelins, so it's not going to do an awful lot of damage. But it will do some. And there's a lot of skinks. He's taking quite a chunk of damage there. Cholikon Khan charging directly into a huge blob of Black Orcs and some Night Goblin fanatics flying out. Unfortunately, they go, well, for the Black Orcs anyway, go straight through the Black Orcs. They do manage to knock down some Saurus Warriors, but it's not too bad. Skink's now pulling around to the flank, and the Saurus Warriors engaging the Black Orcs. The Black Orcs are going to be tough for the Saurus to actually kill. Their armor's quite heavy. On the right flank, Orc Boar Boys charging in, taking a lot of damage from our javelins, sending Saurus Warriors flying. The Skinks manage to nip around the side there. Our Saurus are trying to mob the Black Orcs, surround them, and then cut them down. More Skinks throwing their javelins into the flank of this Black Orc unit and doing a lot of damage there. As you can see, their health has been reduced by half, pretty much. So the few that are going to get into combats are going to be pretty beaten up. And we've definitely got the advantage now. The Black Orcs going down actually quicker than I thought. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter if we hit our own troops with the poison javelins, because these enemy units already deal poison, so it doesn't really affect us. More Saurus Warriors hitting them in the flank. The Skinks, having run out of javelins, now hunting down the Goblins and the Goblin Rock Lobber. You know, basically they're picking on some of their own size, effectively. And the Boar Boys tried to come back to the fight and died to a hail of javelins. And with that, Cholikon Khan has succeeded. He's managed to defeat this rather small and pitiful force. And their Goblin Big Boss General. And there's the Goblin Big Boss just trying to get away. Cholai trying to hunt him down. You know what? I was probably overcautious there. I'm glad I wasn't fighting full units of Black Orcs, but you know, I think they did very, very well. And we've got a Talisman of Preservation, which I think, you know what? You know what, Cholai? You can keep that, buddy. That's yours. You get to keep that one. Let's just occupy it. Let's just occupy it. And I would actually like to... What's Public Order doing? Okay, let's... It's going to take 4 turns. I think Public Order would be okay, actually. Okay, let's head for Crooked Fang Fort, and then we'll grab Karak Asgul. And once we've got that, I think I'll grab Death Gorge. And then I'll try and hold on to these. Drink that one. And Spike Peak, I think, can probably just die. For the moment, they can fall. Have we met the Dwarves? Yes, we have. Hello, Dwarves. Hey, guys.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
Yes.
No.
Oh, come on. Not this time. Have your sires return in several generations? Are you shitting me? Do you know how old Kroq-Gar is? Not. I don't think he can sire either. I mean, that's just layers of insults, Thorgrim. Holy shit. No, the Ripperhorn tribe actually kind of like me. I long for death and slaughter. You know what, Galak? Am I really allying myself with Skaven and Beastmen? I mean, if this is what the old ones planned, they had a really weird sense of humour. Okay. Well, that's good. It's improving. Fine. Good. Fantastic. Lovely. Right, so Cholai, good job. Really enjoyed that. Fantastic work. Why don't you become a... Ooh, actually, you know what? Become Inspiring Presence. Go Inspiring Presence. Not too worried about that. That should be fine. Money we have lots of. Oh, yes. Right, let's upgrade the Temple Nexus. Let's... I'm tempted to knock that down. And that's what I'm going to do. And what I might do, actually, is I might knock this down as well and rebuild it here. Before I do that... Do I think I need that. I think I need that. I do need that there. I have to give some thought to this. Okay, well let's get the skink favelas. And let's get the geomantic pylon. Let's do that. What's our little geomantic web looking like at the moment? It's not too bad, is it? That's fine. It's alright. What about you guys?
Let's hear what you have to say.
Really? Not... Oh, right, yeah, because I'm unreliable. Yeah, no, that... Yeah. I thought that. Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, to be honest, I couldn't trade with them anyway. They're probably not going to declare war on me, so it's fine. Eventually, that unreliable rating will fall. I did something similar in my Kroq-Gar campaign and then whinged about it for, I think, 20 episodes. So, lots of that coming up. Very exciting. Everyone should be... Oh, can't wait for more whinging about people not doing treaties after I stab someone in the back. I didn't even stab him in the back, to be honest. I just pushed him off his floating mobility scooter. Which is probably worse, actually. I kicked him out of his floating mobility scooter and then stabbed him in the back while he was, like, flailing around on the ground. That's awful. That's Hitler level, isn't it? Got a sequence of Saurus Invigoration, Upkeep Reduction. That's nice. Cholai apparently is the law. Judge Dredd Cholai there. Right. Upkeep for skink units, maybe? Income... Well, not trading. Growth, yeah. Magic... Well... Sequence of armor crafting. Armor for Saurus units, missile resistance for Saurus units. That sounds quite nice, doesn't it? On the other hand... The sequence of ferocity sounds quite nice as well. Let's go for the Tablet of Beasts. I think we're going to do that. Tablet of Beasts. Right. Can we get a good little view of what's going on over here? Right, so... Yes, how's that going for you? It doesn't look like it's going great, Thorgrim, I'll be honest. If anything, it looks like retaking the realms is basically the opposite of what you're doing. You've only got you as well. There's literally just you there.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
There must be more of you, because you... Oh, you've taken... Oh, have you got that? Yes, because you're strength rank 19, which is only slightly worse than me. Okay. So, we are going to take Karak Azgul. Oh, it's going to take quite a while to build siege equipment, though. Do they have... Yes. Okay, yes. I can't overcome that garrison. But maybe in the meantime, we can just kind of sit there and beef up the public order. That's... I mean, money is not too bad. We might get some rebellions over here. I might just untax these just to slow it down a bit. We might be able to hold on to them. I'm not overly concerned if I lose them, but we can get the occupied Temple City, occupied Lamia. Let's grab that. And then so far, it's not... I mean, so far we haven't actually seen many greenskin stacks, though. They're around somewhere, and I think when I first noticed the greenskins were that strong, I did suggest they probably were around here somewhere, probably northward. I haven't seen any wars lately either.
You dare approach me.
And they do have a lot of enemies. The Scourge of Aquitaine. Top knot. They're all the top knots. Really? Although, that looks like the top knots there. Carrick Norn, who might have defeated Skarsnik. I'll have to double check that. Clan Angrund, who probably control the mountains here, would be my guess. The Empire, who, well, we all know how the Empire do, which is not very well. Probably around Reichland, if anywhere. And the Dwarves. I'm surprised they're not at war with Ungrim. Interesting. Oh well, we've made a bit of a dent in them, but we haven't really run into any resistance yet. But we're expanding, and we're pushing them back, so that can only be a good thing. Hopefully we'll get their attention, and they'll start throwing some stacks at us. We can kill those, and hopefully like the dwarves can then start expanding again and pushing the greenskins back on their end. And then eventually, hopefully, our unreliable rating will drop away and we can get some trade agreements and some non-aggression packs and all that kind of good stuff. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it there for this episode, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.